I think I've got tons of them. I think about some of the families that we interact with too when we go to the hospital. Sometimes it's not the patient we see, but it's the family. And, a lot of times there's very sad things happening in hospitals. And I've one family in particular, I remember the nurses said, "Oh, don't go in that room." They were on the cancer floor. They said, this is end of life for that patient and the family doesn't want to be disturbed. And we said, okay, fine. As we walked by, one of the family members stepped out of the room and just squealed. It was like, "Oh, look at the dogs." Turned around, went back in, and got the patient's spouse to come out and visit with the animals. And that spouse just lit up. I mean, she was obvious she'd been crying, and she spent like maybe 5 minutes visiting with all the different animals that were there, because at the acute care hospitals we go in a group, so there's usually 3 to 5 of the animals there, and she visited with all of them. She was holding one of the small ones, and she just said, with tears running down her face, "You have no idea how this has lifted my heart this evening. I'm losing my husband, but I remember that there is now life, and life that I need to continue on my own."
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, we as volunteers are blessed with these little tiny miracles every time we go in the hospital. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to share our stories, because there are many of them. And, I'm one of about 100 and some volunteers, and they all have seen just miracles that have occurred.